Hola, good morning Jarminians, I'm Jawarlock, and on today's episode, we're all about contrasting ideas. Yes, from the Transformers with Megatron wanting to enslave the galaxy, to Optimus Prime wanting to free all people. From Iron Man thinking superheroes and mutants should sign the accord to say they are dangerous, we need to be registered, to Captain America saying we're not dangerous and then smashing up New York City and an airport in some sort of weird, ironic opposition. Today's box is Versus, and it is the A box. Would have had this box slightly earlier, but I may have given them the wrong address because I'm a genius. 29 of your English pounds and £6 postage, so a bit more expensive than the usual boxes, but apparently they are very good. So hopefully that rings true. I met them at MCM Manchester and they're very nice people. But we shall waste no more time, cut it open and see what we have. The first thing is, actually quite big from the feel of it. Is it it's a Q-Fig. Yes. Can't afford your own billionaire salary and buy your own Iron Man suit? No worries. Now, protect yourself with a mini Iron Man from Q-Fig. Lights up as well. Now we all know this is going straight on the spinny disc of joy. Even in the box, this thing just looks awesome. Featuring light up base. Iron Man. Iron Man, he's never been my favourite character, but he is pretty cool. First appeared way back in 1963 as an anti-communist hero. Kind of relevant today, I think. So he's 54 years old. I don't math. That might be wrong. Don't quote me on it. Unless it's right. And then, as always, quote me on it. As always, out of the box, this is stunning. I love the sort of fire and stuff, the way they do that with this plastic mould. The detailing is incredible. Obviously, these figures are made to sort of look kind of realistic, but it's sort of super deformed style, which is the kind of style at the moment, to be honest, with Funkos and everything. I really, really want to get my hands on the horseback Wonder Woman one as well, because that looks awesome. But this is Iron Man, and we should see what he looks like when he's lit up. Ooh, that is very, very cool. Yes, the Q-Fig of Iron Man. That is brilliant. I can't remember what these go for. Somewhere between like £10, £15 possibly. You get the smaller, cheaper ones in B&M for like £5. But I've never seen these in there, so that is a very good start. The next thing is another box. Oh yes, because like the Aliens box, they put another box inside which has all the other things in. Kinda cool. So, we'll grab some random stuff and see what we have. A tiny box. Kingsman, the Golden Compass. Like a weird James Bond. But yeah, it's a comic book that was turned into a blockbuster film in 2014. Then there was a sequel in that year. And I think the next installment lands in September. I haven't seen any of them, but I did read the 6 comics that they were based on, and they were very good. It was pretty much like a crazy sort of James Bond. Like, let's take James Bond's gadgets and just go as far as we can. It was kind of cool. It was also strillated? Yes, strillated. Like illustrated, but more strudel. It was illustrated by David Gibbons, who did a lot of the artwork on 2000 AD, Watchmen, and one of my favourite games ever, Beneath a Steel Sky. You need to play that game. But yes, it's a very simple Kingsman pin with a K for Kingsman. Appropriate really, because all superheroes need a sort of cufflink pin kind of thing. So yeah, that makes sense. Not a bad little item. It's not really for me because I'm not a Kingsman fan. But if you are, that's kind of cool. And I'll probably have to watch them all anyway because I'm going to have to watch the new film because it looks pretty awesome. Actually, are the films awesome? Just save me the time and let me know. Next item is, what is this? This is a rather large thing. It's a pencil thing. No, it's not. It's a Stark banner. Yes, Game of Thrones, based on every story ever written. I know that offends some people, but Game of Thrones does pretty much just rip off every great story ever written, but it does it in a marvellous way. Oh wow, this is actually a full-size banner. Okay, wasn't prepared for this. Oh, wow. That is just huge. This can't even get into frame. But that is House Stark. If you've ever wanted to declare war on your neighbours or something, you can march into battle with your own House Stark. Defend the north and scream winter is coming. Some lovely detailing, that's a lovely bit of weight. It's actually really awesome. I love the way they've done that at the bottom. That's very cool. I have no idea what I'm going to do with that, but I like it. That is something very different. Don't see enough banners in boxes. The next thing feels like a t-shirt. It is, it's one of my favourite franchises ever. Simple design, very nicely done actually. It is, of course, those pesky planet-destroying robots, the Transformers. Yes. The Autobots, waging battle to destroy the evil of the Decepticons, and Michael Bay. But yeah, there's the insignias of the Autobots, the red, and the Decepticons in purple. Of course, they come from the planet Cybertron, which, spoiler alert, was actually one of the first Transformers called Primus, and his arch nemesis was Unicron, who also became a planet. They were two big giant things they fought. One turned into a planet to escape the other turned into a planet to eat other planets. It was crazy. Not, spoilers again, like they've done in Transformers 5, where Unicron, a planet, is Earth, and there's Quintessa, which was this really rubbish thing, and nothing like the Quintessons, who were awesome. Stop ruining films! A little bit of rage there. I'm not going to say he's ruining my childhood, because my childhood is still intact. I just think the films are garbage. But still, a very, very nice t-shirt. Grabbing more things with... Ooh! How many of these do I have? A Spider-Man scaler. I have so many scalers. I've got Terminator, Gru, Aliens, Spider-Man. I've lost count. I have so many of these. They do look very nice when you have them hanging down. And of course, he's Spider-Man. He needs to hang from things, because that's what he does. Very nice. I love the detailing on these. That is very cool, actually. Looking very awesome. As I've said before, wasn't a massive comic book fan of Spider-Man, but I loved the TV show from 1994, the animated series, done in the same style as the X-Men, which still has the greatest, or maybe second greatest theme tune, or maybe third, to any cartoon ever. And I say that because Jason the Wheeled Warriors and Ulysses had fantastic theme tunes. But maybe that was just me. But I did love the cartoon, and there's been loads since. So question, what is the best Spider-Man cartoon? What did you grow up with? Let me know in the comments below. But still, a scaler, not bad. And still another item. Okay, there is a lot. The Kingsman Golden Circle. Yes. Show your love for all Kingsmen and show you are a Kingsman, a secret agent, by displaying Kingsman on yourself. With, wow, this exceptionally heavy Kingsman key chain ring thing. Ooh, look at that. It says K on one side and S on the other. Because, no idea, I haven't seen the film. Not a clue, you're going to have to let me know. K for Kingsman, S for secret, I have no idea. And it simply says, produced by, Kingsman, the Golden Circle. But I like a keyring, and that is quite nice. Wow, okay. Let's just recap and see everything we got in that box. In this month's A-box, we had a Kingsman keychain. Quite nice. Love a good keychain. That is very detailed, very heavy, very cool. A Spider-Man scaler. I'd say that's possibly the weakest item, and yet it's still a very cool item. It's got good value to it, and I do like the scalers. I think they look very cool when they're just sort of hanging around from things. Ridiculously large banner, house start, declare war, winter's coming thing. That's insane. It's going up somewhere, I just don't know where. Maybe I'll fly it from my window. That'll scare the neighbours, or encourage them to attack me. Haven't thought that through. The Kingsman pin, probably... Oh, I don't know. I said the scalers was the weakest. I think this is the weakest item for me, because I haven't seen the Kingsman. So for me, not the best item, but not bad. It's still pretty decent, and it's probably got good value to it. So, yeah. A Transformers t-shirt, and as always, about a tenner. Love the t-shirt, love the Transformers. That, for me, is awesome. And the best thing in the entire box, the awesome Iron Man glow-in-the-dark Q-Fig. That is fantastic. I can't. There's nothing bad I can say about that. Q-Figs are better than Funko for me, just because of the way they're styled, the effort that goes into them. That is awesome. So, that was my first A-box, apart from the Alien Special Edition one. And that was very cool. I think it works out at about £36, and you've got the Q-Fig, the keychain, the pin, the t-shirt, the banner, and the scaler. I think the value's there. I think. I mean, 10. What's that? 10 to 15 is 25. You've only got to get a tenner out the rest, and your value's there. Yeah, probably. I think it's £36. I'm not good at math, so don't quote me on that. You have to check the website, and I'll leave links down below for that. But yeah, I like that. I think that was pretty cool. Not a bad box at all. So let me know, have you had A-box? What do you think of it? What do you think of the theme? Versus, What do you think of the items? Good? Bad? What could be better? Let me know in the comments below. If you want to get your hands on an A-box, I will leave links down below in the description. So thank you for watching. Don't forget you can follow me at Twitter, Facebook and Instagram, all at Jawarlock. So if you enjoyed the video, please hit that like button, it really helps me out. And if you're new here, why not subscribe? Because why not? You might find something you like. In the meantime though, and most importantly, be happy, be free, keep it awesome, and I will catch you next time. Bye bye. With a light up bass. Ooh, this needs to go on a skinny? I don't know.